Hello, I am Mila.
We are on lovely episode number 16. It's like our sweet 16. We're growing up.
Oh,
And we have 45
cheers to
subscribers.
16.
And we would
How
like to
many?
get even more subscribers. So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you go out there and subscribe to our YouTube channel because we want you to. And of course, there is a little special present once we get to 1,000 subscribe. I mean, once we get to 50, I will give out a t-shirt. Um, yep, I will. I will be doing that. Um, so how's your day been
All
going?
right. You know, it wasn't too bad, despite the folks at the car dealership. But hey,
Mm.
had to get my car service, and end up had to leave with a loaner car.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I need
So
you to turn down that TV, whatever that is. I need you to turn that down. Yeah.
but other than that, the day was good. I can't complain.
Okay. Well, that's good.
How was your day today?
It was actually upsetting. No, actually, it really wasn't. I'm,
Upsetting.
me and Tuesdays are not good friends, and I really
Why
enjoyed last
Tuesdays?
week because, like, to me, Tuesdays are one of those days that's kind of like nothing really happens on Tuesday. Like Monday, you're like, oh my goodness, this we started the week. Wednesday is hump day. Thursday, it's almost Friday. Friday is Friday, and Tuesday just it's just there. It's literally just there.
Not
It's
just
no,
there.
yeah, it's literally just there. Like there's no rhyme or reason. Tuesdays are just Tuesdays are Tuesdays.
That Tuesday's just
Like,
there.
yeah, like, cause you can say, okay, I
It's
started
Taco
Monday.
Tuesday.
Okay, yeah,
So
well,
Tuesday's just not really there. It's Taco Tuesday.
yeah, but like that's a like, but no, that's only because it's connected to food, but it's not like a real day. Taco Tuesday is not like a real day. Come on, let's just be for real. It's not a real day. So,
Okay, Kim.
but anyway, I have the social media question of the week because it's my week and
Okay.
it's what I want on my week. Um, so for the social media question for the day is, and I actually took this from either I don't know whether or not this was a podcast or a radio. I don't know what it was. But I saw it and I was like, oh, that'll be good for us. It says, what is the dumbest thing you
Okay.
believed as a kid?
Hmm. That I need to grow up and be an adult.
That you need to grow up and be an
Be
adult.
responsible. What's the big? That's the biggest scam. It is.
Whoa.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. What you think the biggest scam is?
I didn't say scam. Did I say scam?
A lie.
I said the dumbest thing you believed as a kid.
Oh, dumbest thing.
Yeah, the dumbest thing you believed as a kid.
Uh, maybe. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Mm.
What
So
about you?
while you thinking, I'll go ahead and let you know what my dumbest thing was. I thought you died at 25. No questions asked. No, like you turn 25 and then you no longer alive. That's the dumbest thing that I believe.
Well,
But
why did you?
like
Who told
she,
you that?
I don't know, but like, hey, uncle. So I don't know why, but like, I really thought that that's what happened.
That you turned 25 and die?
Yeah, absolutely. It was like 25 just seemed like way too grown. Like it was like, it, which is really weird because one, my mama clearly was over 25 when she had me. So was my father. So, and
I'm
they
sure
were,
she didn't want you to put her business in the street.
she'll be happy to know that she was over 25 when she had me. But anyway, so long as I'm not telling the year, long as I'm not telling my year or what year she was when I was born, how old she was, then it shouldn't be a problem. The other thing is that my mama also thought you died at 25 too. So, because me and my mama had a whole conversation about this, and she was like, "Yeah, I thought like 20 when you are a kid, 25 seems so so far away. Keep in mind, like it was gonna be after Y2K, like like so. I'm just saying, we didn't know what was happening in
At
Y2K.
25, you thought life was over with at 25.
Mm-hmm. Cause like seriously, it's not my fault. Like a lot of people thought that. Cause like I said, my mama thought that. She obviously ain't in the comments. She might respond to me by way of my text message. But yeah, but we had this conversation. Me and her had this conversation before, and she was like, "Yeah, for some reason, 25 just seemed old." So, so yes, 25 is literally thinking that you died 25 is literally the dumbest thing that I believed as a kid.
I mean, I don't know what else to say about that, Kimberly. I don't know if I had anything like that. I don't know. Maybe if you eat watermelon seeds, a watermelon will grow in your stomach. Maybe that's about the craziest thing I can remember.
Like I didn't believe this, but they always said that if you talk to somebody that was old, they was you was gonna get worms. So
And you know it wouldn't talk. It was if you had if you did adult things with them. You did adult things with them. Or did you have an old baby? Your baby will be old.
yeah. And there are some babies that came out looking old faced.
But that don't necessarily mean their parents was old. They
I
just
know.
old faced it.
I know.
Old faced it.
But you seriously though, like I don't know why I thought that, but like that's probably literally the dumbest thing that I thought believed as a kid. Cause like I said, that was a imagine being like seriously 8 or 9 years old. You're like 25. Like I think about my nephews, well, my little great nephews, and my little nephew told me that I was older than my mama in in the words of ages. So I'm just saying.
You know, now that people think that if you were born like in the 1900s, that you like, and we're not talking about like 1910, we talking about 1970 something. They be like, was it slaves when you were growing up? Like, I'm not old.
But no, let me tell you what, like there's these videos going around where the person is like asking um like something along the lines of who's really old or whatever. What year was like an old year or something like that, something along that lines. And these people are like, oh, 2000. If you were born in 2000, you're old.
Oh, did you watch? I
And
thought maybe
like,
I had mentioned.
not many
Did you?
even said 1990s, 19, like one person I think said like 1950 or something like that. But other than that,
Really?
nobody was, everybody, a lot of people were saying the 2000. They was like, oh yeah, if you were born in 2000, you old. So
Well,
again, they also clearly believe like I believe. So
well, last week on was it last week on Abbott or was it the week? It was the week before, and so the teacher asked them like, "Okay, what's an oldie song?" And they was like, "In the Club" by 50 Cent, and then another one said, "Oh, Umbrella," because my mama listened to Umbrella while she cleaned it up. And then he was like, "But your mama's like 30." She was like, "And that's old." And then I think the other song they said was old was Amelia. I think that's what by Lil Wayne. And then one of the kids said, "What was iPods like growing up?"
first of all, most of us did not have iPods growing up. We were adults. We were adults.
But think about it, like kids born like in 2000, and because he was like, that song is not old. That kid said, I was born in 2018 or something. And you think about it, like, that's old
Yeah, like let me.
to
Okay,
somebody born. No,
I don't know
not
if you.
2018, 2008. I can't remember. No, it was 18, 2018.
So I don't know whether or not my nephew is watching because his son is the one that told me this. He told me, I asked him about something, and he was like, "Did it happen before 2015?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, how am I supposed to know that? I was just born."
What did he say? Did it happen before 2015?
15. That's the same one that said, "You got to be 55." And I said, "Well, how old is Granny? 52. How is she older, younger than me? And I'm not in my 50s, first of all." The disrespect sometimes. The
Bless the
disrespect.
children hard.
Yeah. So speaking of
Bless their heart.
children, so
Yes.
the movie, well, not a movie, the show that we watched this week, because we only are doing one show this week. So the show that we watched was about Octomom.
Mm.
Um, and it's on Lifetime,
Yep.
and it's called Confession of Octomom. First of all, I want to say that there was a lot of things in this first episode because that's the only thing that we watched. The second
Mm-hmm.
episode came out, I guess, yesterday or whatever. Um, but she is a liar.
Really? You think she's a liar?
She went to the doctor to deliver those babies and said that that was her first pregnancy when she had 6 babies at home. Yes, she's a
Well,
liar.
okay. I think I did. This is what I didn't get. I would say I didn't get liar. Now, did she lie? Did she not tell the truth and say she had 6 other kids?
So
But
not
this
telling the
was
truth
okay.
is so not telling the truth is not a liar. Okay.
It's a lie, but I'm just saying maybe she just didn't. She wasn't forthcoming in that she had them other children at home. But let's pause before we get to that part.
Okay.
Like when she was going to get the IVF,
Hmm.
she didn't tell. This wasn't the I can't remember, it wasn't the same doctor that did the other IVFs. This was a different one, right?
I think I feel like she used the same one the whole time.
Okay, when I know she said that when she signed the contract that they was only gonna, maybe plant so many of them or whatever. But I thought she had mentioned like before then that She had all the other ones IVF, and she wanted one more. I think did she say she wanted one more or whatever, and then that's when he said, "Let's try all of them, and what takes, and then what, and if it's too many, do the abortion or whatever of the ones that didn't take."
Well, see, this is the thing.
And then if it was going, if they were gonna take some kind of way, it was gonna like eliminate, I guess naturally eliminate, or they all wouldn't take. But anyway, she ended up with 8 of them. They thought 7, but then till he reached his hand in there, like another one grabbed his hand. But I don't know if I want to call that lady a full out liar. But I'm listening. Tell me what you think.
I want to call her a liar because she lied, and she like why like to me. I understand to a certain extent her wanting to protect her kids, but it's like the other 6 kids and didn't want
Right.
any issues. But it's not
Right.
like you left the kids at home by themselves. Like they were at
True.
home with your mama. So that's why I'm like, why are you lying? And like, then I just feel like she's a liar about everything. Like, even her name wasn't her name.
True. It was Nalia, Natalia, or whatever. Now she back to Natalie or whatever.
Yeah, like
Her birth name.
it's a lot of things to me that show that she's nothing but a liar, a habitual liar at that.
I will
Now,
say I am intrigued now to watch the rest of it because she dressed up like she going uh to get bees out the beehive.
okay,
Uh right there. I ain't even mad at her for putting
she's
the
definitely a beekeeper.
yeah. I mean I'm not even mad at her for the the hijab, and I may be mispronouncing it, the other stuff that she had on going into the gym. I think the other stuff with the hat and all of that stuff was a bit extra, because I think now at this time now people gonna know who she is because they gonna know she's all covered up. But I think those children now are, if they're of age, they what, 8, 6, no 14. Are they 14 or 16?
15, wait, no, they'll be 16 this year. So I think they were
Okay.
15 on the show.
Okay. So I just feel that now people gonna know who she is because the kids are out there, so she can stop covering up now. And they seem like, I just feel is it a bad situation for the other 6? Yes. I wouldn't say bad situation, but I feel like they will be cast to the side now because you got 6 newborns, and then you're not going to be able to give all of that attention. And she says she felt guilty because she wasn't going to be able to spread herself. She would be spread too thin between 18, I mean, what, 14 kids or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, I think I felt a little sorry for her because I think it is. She said her mama didn't love her. I wouldn't say her mama didn't love her. Her mama just didn't tell her she loved her
Mm.
and didn't show affection. But she
And
said
her
her
father
dad
was,
did.
yeah, her father
Her
did.
dad, yeah, her dad did. So I feel like she was seeking out love and unconditional love, hence all the kids. Because, men, they come and go and may not necessarily love you. And I think she was just trying to fill that gap of, those kids are going to love me unconditionally.
Well, this is what I think a lot of the issue in why she got so much backlash is because she was, not only was she unmarried, these people didn't have no job. You out here, and this is what I don't understand. In vitro, from my understanding, costs a whole lot of money. So how are you getting nothing but government assistance and able to get in vitro
I think she was an experiment.
all of
I
those
think
times? because I
I
think
would
she
say all
had.
of those times. I would say that that last bunch, that last eight. I think they were an experiment, and we may get more later on in these episodes. I think that doctor was trying to make history, was trying to get his name in some books.
Well, they had said that he apparently, like I said, only the first episode, but they were saying that he did multiple. He was one of those doctors that did a lot of multiple births,
Mm,
more than normal,
right,
because she
and
already
I
had
think
twins.
she done had two sets of twins and all whatever the other six is. So again, I think he was trying to get in the books about something, and that's how. Because again, it's not cheap. IVF is not cheap.
No,
And again, yeah, you're right. She wasn't working beforehand. Uh, so my question is again, there had to have been some type. There was a contract when she had, when they was doing all the IVF. But again, I think she was an experiment.
so this is the rumor that I remember from back in the day, that she was in a relationship with the doctor, and that's
Hmm.
why he did it. That's kind of what I remember. Like I said, it's a rumor, allegedly. I don't want nobody
Well,
to
doing
get
the
us.
little introduction. You know how they show like I don't know if it was in the introduction or if it was in the clip for the next episodes to come, where there is a man that's going to say he's the sperm donor.
But apparently, I think it was multiple, because then was different. Then was different churches.
You think they all kind of look alike to me? You think there was different, eight different?
No, no, no. I'm saying like it was more than one guy that think that he's the. It looks like it was
Oh,
more than one guy that thinks he's the father of the kids.
oh.
Yeah.
But and I think the only reason why it made news was because she didn't have no money. She was unemployed. Cause like they say, during that time, that's when you had John and Kate plus eight. You
Hmm.
had the Duggars.
Yeah.
And what was the other show they had mentioned? Feel like it was another show or something. And I think the only reason why with her it was such a big deal was because again, that woman didn't have no money. She was probably considered trash. She was just a regular lady or whatever. And so, because everybody that interviewed her or had something to say about her was she's unemployed. She's
Hmm.
getting the money from the system. She's doing that. Well, ain't nobody saying nothing about the Duggars out there, even though considering
Because that
everything
was
now
because that
that
was
has come
considered two
out.
parent. Yeah, that was considered like they had a two-parent household, and they already had money. I think, like I said, that's where a lot of the backlash came from, because this is a unwed mother, and not to mention she's taking all this IVF. Again, I don't know how you affording all this IVF with all these multiple births, when
Right,
people are like, it costs $10,000, $20,000 or whatever, ever much it costs.
right,
So
right.
how are you affording this? So I think
I
that's where
mean,
a lot of her backlash is coming from, because the other people at least could um afford their kids, and she clearly wasn't able to afford it. Plus, not to mention, her mama that was helping had some things to say, like she's not really equipped to be keeping all these kids. So the main other person that you were, I guess, in a sense, co-parenting with, in a sense,
mm-hmm.
is like, you can't handle all these kids. So the Duggars wasn't like that. Kaden, they had issues later on down the line.
They had issues. They had issues on the show the way she be fussing at that man on that show. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think with her again, I think probably because of where she, didn't have no money again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, her ethnicity, it wasn't like I think she didn't look white, but she looked like she could have been mixed with something.
She's
Like she's mixed Hispanic or something, maybe,
oh
but
my goodness,
maybe
I can't
different from
remember.
that.
I'm about to Google it now.
Uh, Again, I just think it is because of she wasn't married. It ain't like she came from money or whatever. She was, you know, folks think of all the folks that have multiple children all day, every day that don't get on the news.
So her mother is Lithuanian and her father is Palestine mhm,
I
descendant.
get that.
Yeah.
I get that from her. I just think again, she didn't fit the mold of what a multiple birth person mother should look like. Because everybody else was lily damn white
Yeah.
that was on TV.
Like I
And
said, the lack of husband, the lack of money, because now all those additional, and that's a lot of kids. 14 kids.
oh, it's definitely a lot. I ain't even knocking that. And that's definitely a lot of assistance she needed at that time, to take care of them. So yeah, and she had to depend on the damn system for it. Is it right or wrong? That's not us to judge. But again, she had to go to what she knew, and that was from the system.
Yeah. Now, in the words of my other nephew, that was just too much responsibilities that she was doing.
And that's a lot of responsibility, because you think
14
about
responsibilities.
that woman that had 6 children, 6 other children under the age of 10 at her parents' house, and then you got these newborn babies under 2-3 pounds,
Yeah.
and the people that told you got 7, and the doctors and the resident like, no, there's one more in here. He
Okay.
touched my hand. So
So
now you don't went from thinking you go have 7 children, you don't come out that bad boy with 8.
let me I got confused about something. That's also why I rewatched it and I still don't understand. So did she lose two babies?
Well, and see, that's where
Because
I
I
was
thought they were
asking.
saying something about 10. She was pregnant with 10 or something like that. And then they said that she lost it. But I know that she had to basically wait. She had to basically give birth in order to not lose one of the other kids because they said
Right, but
that they
I
were,
think
yeah.
that's where it was at before when they injected the eggs in her. And
Mm,
I don't know if they were all if it would all of them would take, or it would be process of elimination. I guess just naturally they just wouldn't take, and they wouldn't, become babies. I think that's where it kind of went, because again, that's where that contract came in, when the man said if there's if there, I can't remember how many numbers he said it was, but that they would terminate. Why is you talking about him? He is over there minding his business. He was over there playing outside with Sheba, and he over there minding his good napping business, and you put his business out there in the universe.
I'm just asking people, do they hear it? I hear it. So they probably hear it too. But go ahead. why,
Hater.
why is he breathing like that? But go ahead. Go ahead.
Girl, he tell you ought to see the way he's sleeping with his hand in between the pillow. Like this. Uh Let me forget my damn train of thought now. But I think the contract that she signed, it was some kind of contract that they was going to do an abortion of what if there was too many. And I remember she said she signed it under distress, or she was under anesthesia or whatever, and she did wouldn't typically agree to that, and she didn't believe in it. But again, I have to watch it again. But I think all of that was before she actually gave birth to the babies, when she had to make the decision, okay, do I go full term or have them all at one time?
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be a lot that's gonna get said, and
Oh,
a
I
lot of
think so
things that
too.
we didn't know. Like I also didn't realize that a lot of those people got fired, which they should have, because let's
Oh,
just
you
keep it
think
real.
about it.
You
They
should you
right now looking at that. They right now looking at that lady chart.
but the fact that it was a person that was at the restaurant or wherever that reporter was, um, that basically told the reporter, she had 6 kids. And even the doctor is like, huh? What are y'all talking about? 6 kids. She said this is her first time giving birth. Like, why are you lying? So
I
she
think
had to
she was
have.
just scared. I think she was just scared she was going that them other children would be taken away from her for neglect.
But if you're not neglecting them and they clearly have a home and clearly having, you know, someone there, then it's not necessarily neglect.
True.
It's probably selfish. There's a lot of other words, but I don't think neglect is one of those words that I would use.
I bet that's why she didn't tell, because she just probably felt scared. I get it. I mean, you got six other fatherless dad
Child.
kids, fatherless kids at home that they don't know they daddy, and then here you come with eight more than rascals. No, that's scary. She
And
was
then
a little nervous.
they was
She
like,
was a little timid,
she only wanted to have one more child.
and they end up with what? Seven more.
Okay. Whew.
I mean, six would have been enough for me if I was in that situation. I wouldn't have went back for one more. Them six would have to give me love, all the love I need, and we just had to get a puppy or something.
But I am so like now I'm like you. I can't wait to watch the rest of the episodes to see exactly what all is
Yeah,
uncovered, because Homegirl is a hot mess. And
it's gonna be interesting again, and I would have to wonder how much is she getting paid for this, because I know it ain't for free. And I hope it's not that she's going to be going down this rabbit hole of, doing like reality TV to stack her coins up, because them kids will need a little college, you know, uh, money.
well, from my understanding, she is going to what's the word? She's writing a book, or she wrote a book. That's why she started coming out, because she kind of went into hiding. So
Y'all already in hiding with what she got on, all that carrying on she got on.
okay.
I'm telling you, look like she about to go right there and catch all the bees it is in the little nest
Not all the bees.
with the little smoke gun.
Well, at first, before I saw the beekeeper stuff, I thought it was more of a religious or cultural thing
You
at first.
know what I'm
And
saying? But
then
she
and then she went too far, and she came showed up with the little hat on, and I'm like, well, I don't think it's religious.
She had more
Cause
damn covered up than Michael Jackson did back in the day.
they said apparently she's allergic to the sun or something like that. And then the little boy, one of the kids was like, I thought you weren't allergic to the sun. Or something he said smart. I said, look at these little boy. This little boy.
See, them children at the ripe age of that, where they gonna humble her, and they finna tell all her business.
Okay.
They finna tell it all of it. And now she a grandmother. Interesting. This is gonna be very interesting television,
I
and
think
I'm here
yeah,
for it.
I
I'm
am
here
too.
for this. I might. I wouldn't. It's like, when that girl got out of jail, that killed her mama, Gypsy Rose.
Oh, okay. You know, she all on Lifetime, baby.
She got life, baby. She is the queen of Lifetime at the moment.
Okay. She got all the shows.
She done had coming out of jail, getting married, having the that probably what having the baby. And a gypsy, gypsy, and you know what? I ain't even mad at gypsy. Get your money, Gyp. Get it. You serve your time.
Yeah, mm, mm.
Gyp, yeah. Gyp would have been a cousin. I don't know if I'd have advocated for her to get out of jail because she killed her mama. Now that's it. And
What
even
I
though them, huh?
like the Menendez brothers last week didn't kill both of their parents. They killed mama and daddy, and you trying to advocate for them.
I didn't say I would advocate. I just said, would you advocate? And now that I think about it, you know what? Both sets, Gypsy and the Menendez, they both parents was abusive to her, whether it was mentally, emotionally, medically, they was all abusive. So Gypsy just happened to get out right now. The other was
Well,
still in.
because Gypsy had more proof of what was going on. Menendez brothers really, it was kind of, it wasn't as, if you keep taking somebody to the hospital and stuff like that, they know this person ain't sick.
But you know what? And I have to question. Like she had that girl booking up on all kind of that had it with the not to say the March of Dime, the Make a Wish Foundation that had that girl hooked up to all kind of IVs and I guess it's just like that thing. What was this show? Scamander.
Scamanda, Scamanda.
Like I guess if you complain about enough stuff when you take your child to the doctor, they gonna run tests. It's up to you, I guess, on how you wanna define what they say they got or whatever.
But like Scamanda was a little bit different because she used to just show up at the hospital in the ER just so she can get a picture. And be like, let me use this picture for a while now. Something's wrong. Like, seriously.
You know, it's a different level to scheming. You,
Scammers.
you really have to be committed to it. I don't know if I would be that committed where well, let me say this. I don't know if I want to scam where it requires me to go to the hospital and get IV. Like there has to be another scam, another level of the scammers. I don't want to say I'm scared because I got cancer or I got something. Because what if everybody go say they got cancer? Because that's what everybody go donate for.
Well, first of all, Scamanda was a whole entire liar as well because she was out here telling people, "Oh, my cancer. I mean, my being pregnancy reversed my cancer." Girl, go somewhere. Go somewhere. Go somewhere.
She did say that.
I hope
Now
she
I'm saying
lied.
you got to be clearly you got to be committed. I don't know if I would be committed enough to uh be in the hospital fully with IV. I don't want to be stuck first of all with all them needles.
With multiple pictures, just doing a lot. Just doing a lot.
Smiling.
The minute somebody say I need to cut my hair bald, I'm like, first of all, I'm not gonna lie like that on cancer anyway, because I know too many people that have died of that, so I ain't got time for that.
That
But
part.
I'm not about to sit here and start shaving my hair off or doing anything and talking about and then going and showing up at the church
And talk
talking
about
about
it'll be
God is healing me. Girl, wasn't nothing wrong with you. Stop it.
it'll be a disappointment to God if you missed your blessing and you wouldn't pay it. I'm talking about laying it on thick right now.
Just love
And
on me.
all of taking all of the Applebee's money and stuff they ride
I thought
that's
that was chilies.
Chili's, I'm sorry. All them good folks just sold all them what's them triple dipples and all them chocolate moldy cakes and margaritas, and she right there getting 20% of it.
And ain't nothing wrong with her, but just want attention. Be like your old mama is not showing up for you at this hospital, and none of your appointments. People all should have probably realized right then and there, like, because they said her and her mama was close, so your mama not showing up for nothing.
She probably was like, my mama too ill to come to the hospital. Let me tell you
Oh,
something. That
liar!
yeah, my mama would have been there. I don't care what nobody say. My mama would have been there.
And then talking about, didn't she say she was like terminally ill or something? The lady had
Had,
issues.
had months to live. Meanwhile,
But the moment she said that her pregnancy reversed her cancer, everybody should have said, you know what? I'm not even talking to you no more. I'm not doing it.
what the people should have said? Get off my
I'm
phone
not.
line,
I'm not.
Amanda.
I'm not doing this. No, not doing this at all.
At that point, I'd have called the attorney, somebody. I said, "Look, this lady's lying. Ain't that damn medical book said a pregnancy go cancel, go cure or reverse cancer. This woman is lying."
Because the thing about it is that a lot of people that do have cancer, if they're especially if they're child bearing ages, most of them tell them like they gotta freeze their eggs and stuff like that because the chemotherapy or the radiation normally damage it. So for her
Or they
to
don't
just
even go through it until they had a baby.
yeah, so for her to even just be like, yeah, and just
Right
let's
now, holding hands on the beach with her family. Mm,
that's a
mm.
hot mess.
A certified hot mess.
So since me and you are friends, and we haven't really talked about friend things on here since I told about you stealing my parking spot. That was first episode though. Why are you looking, why are you looking at me like that?
Just I look at them folks at work when they say something foolish.
So it was this story. Why are you looking at
Yeah,
me
he's snoring. Keep talking.
like
And his name is spelled Sunnie. But
oh,
keep it going.
okay. So I ran across this like screenshots on Facebook. I guess I should have just posted it to our page. I guess I'll post it right now while we're in this, and I'll just tag the whole Facebook right here. So, but the gist of the story is the fact that these are two friends, and they decided to. They were having a conversation. The one girl decided to get back with her boyfriend after the boyfriend cheated multiple times.
Okay.
And the friend said, never tell me anything about this again. Um, and then the girl that's being cheated on said, you just don't want me to basically like you don't want me to be happy. You just mad, you're just upset because I have love, da da da. Okay. So my thing about it is that like I feel like I know me, I know my past, I know my friends. This is a normal conversation that people just be having. Not the whole cheat multiple times things, but like telling your friend about someone that did something to you and then upset with them because they're like you shouldn't have took them back and now all of a sudden they're like you're just hating on me. And basically like you don't want to ever have that conversation. Like I know my friends, mama don't be listening to this right now. So back in the day, my friends had a whole conversation with me and they was like, never ever talk to us about this person ever again because if you gonna be around this person, just don't tell us no more. And I get it. In fact,
Okay.
a couple of them said that about a couple other people as well in my past. But in my past.
Okay.
So I feel like because you have a close group, you have a close group of friends as well. So I feel like this is like normal and par for the course. You can't expect anyone to family or friends to like tell you how somebody basically dogged you out or something like that, and then be like, well, let me just welcome you back with open arms. Like they're just at most time they at the point that's like, don't talk to me about it anymore. What's your thoughts
There
on
is
that?
I mean,
The sad part about it is I know one of my friends is probably watching because she texted me that she was going to be watching. So I the same friend that told me not to tell them anymore about it. She I know she's watching.
well, and I will say this. I think if you're going to have to pick one or the other, either you gonna tell everything and you're gonna be sad and somber, and we gonna tell you don't get with that person. If we got to coach you through it, don't tell nobody when you get back with them, or just don't tell what's going on.
Yeah,
Because when we mad, you back together like everything is it ain't the stuff didn't pop off and you was just slow singing and flower bringing 6 months ago,
yeah,
and you expect us to welcome that person to be all open arms. No, we mad because you was slow singing and flower bringing, and now you happy and you want to throw have a fireworks because y'all back together. No, it don't work like that. No, because now you done got us all 38 army grenade hot at this person, and we gonna be looking at them like, well, what the fuck you doing here, and why y'all back together? And no, either don't tell me. Matter of fact, just don't say nothing at all. If you know that person, y'all gonna get back together in 2 weeks. Don't tell me what's going on. I don't
now
want to know.
now I don't I'm trying to think, and I don't think I've ever told my friends, wait, let me just think. I know they have told me. I'm trying to think, have I ever told any of my friends like don't tell me about any of these problems anymore if you gonna go back? I don't think I ever did that. But I know they have told me that before. And
We've
they were
all had
right. Because I was dumb.
we've all been dumb, and we all have family and we have friends that they falling out and they back together. If my thing is this, if you like toxic relationships and y'all like to, be on the ins and outs, don't involve me in that. Don't. Some people don't want a ticket to that dog and pony show. You do your lot at our thing. You get back. Let us have a memory of it. If you know that person ain't shit and they foolish, don't tarnish the what we have in our mind and we think they're a halfway decent person. Don't tarnish that. Cause once you tell us that they ain't shit, then we ain't gonna like them, and then they gonna be on the shit list. We gonna look at them crazy. Somebody may delete you from the phone. You may not be invited to stuff, and y'all back, honey, like everything is roses and sunshine. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. 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 Mm-mm. Don't pull me in it. I don't care.
I don't know.
Uh-uh.
I'm too nosy not to care. I'm just gonna be honest.
Mm-mm.
I'm nosy.
My thing is this, and I
And
tell
so
him,
and so that's
if I
probably why, but
ask,
I'm sorry, but I also will like there's it's a family member. Like I still don't like that person. Like I brought up that person the other day and I was like, I don't really care for that person at all. I don't think they're watching, so I can say that.
You you sound just like somebody I knew. That she when she done. Ain't if y'all done got back together, don't even tell nobody. Cause at this point, don't nobody want to know y'all back together. And now everybody, mm-mm.
First of all, I'm too nosy. I'm too nosy, and please don't be on social media because I done already knew if y'all was having issues or not, or y'all already broke up. Because everybody knows I am literally,
Okay, this is the
I
thing.
am, I am like a VIP investigator. I'm like, so you ain't tagging that person anymore. Interesting.
What's the number one sign that somebody is that their relationship is not good when you know they are habitual. I don't even want to say what's the not habitual, but you know they are constant. They constantly posting on social media. What's the time? What's the number one sign that you know shit ain't going right in their life?
It's two things. If they normally tag that person and they don't tag the person, that's one thing. The
Okay.
other thing is if all of a sudden out of the blue, this is my wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, they are the love of my life. Where they come from? Stop. Is it not their birthday? It's not their birthday. It's not the anniversary. I'll be like, oh, okay. Some
Mm-mm.
ain't some
My
ain't
my
right.
number one.
This suspicious.
Nope. My number one sign is when they get extra with the quotes from Jesus, extra inspirational quotes. When they like every 5 minutes or every hour there's an inspirational quote, and you like God gonna he ain't gonna give more on put more on you than you can bear. And I'm a soldier in the army. Yada yada yada. Yada. When you get and ask to pray for me, and then when folks running around and saying, "Well, what you need prayer for?" and then they like inbox me, you full of shit. Because at this point, you attention seeking. If you run around here putting all these quotes on here, because see, at this point, you trying to convince yourself that shit ain't as bad as it seems. And so now you want to post all these, you done went to Pinterest and got all these inspirational quotes because you trying to convince yourself that you trying to find yourself. I'm about to get myself together. Mm-mm. Y'all done broke up, and then when they back together, baby, and let me tell you, you can't get enough happiness quotes out there. You can't get enough. Then they on overload because then now they posting a picture all the time. You see what I'm saying? Or they taking selfies. I'm doing me. I'm living my life. Mm.
But like seriously though, the amount of nosiness I am, I literally, and anyone that knows me knows that if I have any level of comfort ability with you, I'm gonna ask you some questions. I always say I'm allowed to ask anything. You ain't if you don't want to answer, that's on you. But I'm allowed to ask whatever I want to ask, and you can
Sometimes you don't need to
and you
ask
and
questions
you can
because
and you can ask me too. But there's been plenty of people that I'm like, hey, so what's going on? And they be like, yeah, we ain't together. I said, yeah, I knew this, noticed it on Facebook, and they was like,
you just want confirmation. It's already in the Facebook streets, in the timeline that they ain't together. And see, you wasting your time asking them if the folks still together. You know good damn
no,
well them folks are
I go
still
to the
together.
source. I go to the source. I go
Mm-mm.
to
They
the
just
source and be like, source, are you and
mm-mm.
such still together? And they be like, no. I said, see, I knew it. I knew it.
And
You
what
changed.
and 48 hours later, what? They back together
No, no,
again.
not this person.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Not this person.
48 hours, the peoples is back together again. Nope. I don't buy that shit.
Not this.
Mm-mm.
No, not this person. They was done, and they was like, "How- you. I really be paying attention on social media.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
if you tagging your mate and everything, and you stop, we all know there's something wrong. Just letting you know it right now. So if you want to like lead up to stop tagging him, and so we don't know the pattern, then I'm just saying, don't tag them and just still show up with their pictures or videos.
Again,
And then we
I
gonna be in
know.
your business and be like, oh yeah, well I'm just saying.
Mm-mm. Let me tell you, there's a difference between some. If you have a habit of always breaking up again, if there's always this habit of y'all breaking up every so often, I'm not asking if y'all broke up because I know y'all just taking a pause. You're gonna be back together. But again, some folks just like to. They like. I've come to the conclusion that a lot of folks like attention, and the reason they post this drama on the social media when they going through. So again, if you know, again, you was slow singing, flower bringing, baby, y'all was two stepping in the church, two by two, cause you around there sad and somber because the relationship is dead. Don't bring me in it. I don't want no parts of that wake nor no funeral, and I have no money for the flowers. I don't want no part of it. Mm-mm. And you can't because why you don't put folks in your bed? This is my question here. If you know y'all gonna break up and you done been, I'm talking about weeping in the midnight hour, crying all night long. Cause y'all ain't together no more. Your life is turned upside down. And then all of a sudden, y'all done found y'all way back together. Everybody else is still mad.
Oh, I want to say something, but mm, it's I don't know who listening.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Why?
let me just say this. The people that get on social media and tear down their significant other and then show up and call them everything but a child of God and then show up the next day with them. Come on. And stop being mad at people. Stop being mad. I ain't gonna name the people, but it happened some years ago. And somebody did that. And I'm like, you don't call this person out of their name. People mad. Cause you done said this, that, and the third.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And now you wanna fight the people and telling people they too nosy. Do not bring it to social media. You should have just did better with just not tagging the person no more. Stop tagging them. You ain't gotta make no whole post. We already know something wrong.
And
You ain't
see,
gotta
the
make the
thing
post. But now you done made the post and told everybody what happened. And now we like, oh, so y'all back together. And now
and
you
we supposed
mad
to,
because you say we knows it. Yes, we knows it. You invited us. Once you put it on social media, you invited us.
not even on social media. Once you call folks, you done invited us now to be part of this story that now we do not want to be part of. And now that everybody is back, supposed no, save all of that. No, just mm-mm, mm-mm. And also too, there are people that really sometimes they like if a relationship does not have chaos and confusion going on in it, they don't like it. It's unnormal for them. It's normal for them. They like chaos and confusion. So don't invite me to that. Nope, I don't want no part of that party. Take me, as they say, take me out the group chat.
Man, I'm just sending you something right now. Um, we ain't gonna talk about it because we said we were gonna talk about it. But I just want to see this because I had to go on social media anyway because I needed to pull up about the last story.
Okay.
So
But yeah, take us out that group chat if y'all back
no,
together.
no, leave me there. Leave me
Take
there.
me out.
Leave me there. Cause
Take
I'm
me out because I.
nosy. I'm nosy. I want
Mm-mm,
to know the details. Leave me there.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
So,
Take me out.
so our next little story about
Mm.
things that need to be taken out of the group chat is none other than the Kanye West that decided to put out a song with Diddy Bop, as Mila says, and also I think it was King, no Christian, and then also Northwest. So, also with that being said,
Mm.
apparently, from my understanding, Kanye West does not have access and permission to use Northwest name because he gave Kim that permission
Oh
to
yeah, for the
trademark
trade.
everything. Yeah, trademark everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kanye West also said, oh my goodness, I wasn't trying to play that on the thing. What I want to get the correct I want to say the correct thing. So hold on one
Mm.
second because this man got issues and we been knowing he has issues, but his issues
Mm-hmm.
got a little bit more issuing. Um
His issues got a little more issuing.
and you think
I
about the
can't
song
do
that he had, Gold Digger. So Kim, this is what I'm reading from the post. This is from the Shade Room that supposedly Kanye wrote. So Kim got the name and likeness over my black children. So a white woman has control over the name and likeness of my black children, and then speaks to Cardi, which is Playboy Cardi, about putting my daughter on a song with him. These dumb ASS celebrities be trying to play with me in my face. First of all,
sir.
you decided to
Kind
marry
sir.
him. You also currently have another
White woman.
non-black wife. So if you all were to have kids, the same situation with the other parent, why are we in this? This is the group chat I don't want to be in. I don't want
This
to
is
be in
the
this group chat.
any group chat with Kanye West in it. Remove me. Delete my number. Block my number like a telemarketer. Please remove me from the call log because this. You know what? I feel like Kanye. I don't even know if I have the words to describe Kanye because at there was one point in time when he loved Kim and her dirty draws. Loved them. Did he get boogered up and caught up in that Kardashian web? He did. Did he find out that he is not as powerful as he thinks he is? I think so. Do he need to loose this sheet and let it go? Yes. Because at this point, he married that white woman. He also married another white woman. And now Kanye picks and chooses what he wants to be mad about at each moment.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye wants to be relevant and wants to be in the news. Why? Because at this point, I'm faulting him and his mom and her, and I'm faulting Kim and Kanye. Because why is Northwest, and whether she may be, and I think I heard a snippet of it, it's not like she's doing a whole lot. But why would you all agree to her to even say the gibberish that she's saying on that song? Why? Why would you allow her to go in the studio and record whatever, whether she recorded in the studio with them or she recorded in her bedroom? Why would you even allow her to be on something like that? And why is Kanye all of a sudden advocating for Diddy Bop? Because now he's saying he's the father of the year, the best father. He's been railroaded. You know, Kanye is he is not unmedicated mental illness at his best. That man is smart. I mean, and he does good with music. But that man is undiagnosed. Not all of this stuff that he is yip yapping about on his transistor radio is not normal.
Mm-mm.
It's
And
not normal. He has not been normal. He has not been sane in a long time. That man has had a whole lot of rants that he has been telling and talking about. And until somebody gets in his ear with some sense and tell him to shut, excuse me, mom and auntie and uncle. But until somebody gets in his ear and say, shut the fuck up and sit down, he's going to continue on this spiral that he's just going down this rabbit hole. Nobody the people that are around Kanye, and again, I ain't got no money. So clearly folks ain't hanging around me because I got money. People have I guess people like me because of who I am. But Kanye, on the other hand, has just a whole lot of more zeros in his checking account than I have and that I probably would ever see in my lifetime. And the people that are hanging around him are only around him for what he can do and who he's associated with. And they go along with that stuff. Now, Kim is smart. I give her credit what credit is due. I wouldn't want Kanye holding the trademark to my damn child name. He'll have that mess listed on something stupid. Something inappropriate for that kid. She does act a little bit too grown. But again, we got to look at who she raised around. She just a tiny bit too grown for my liking. But again, Kim is smart. Kim said, Kanye said I can be in control of the trademarks until they get of age. That is 18 or whatever the case
yeah.
may be. Let that woman, because what is he gonna trademark her? Because the wife that he got now running around here half naked, what he gonna trademark?
Baby, ain't no half. She be naked.
I'm just trying
There's
to be
no
nice.
half. There's no
The,
half.
the woman have a net on like one of them sponge rock. You know what they calling them loafer? Not loafer. What they call them thing?
Looper. A
Glue
looper.
that right here with a net about as thin as that. What you expect?
I honestly think that one of the reasons why he has Northwest probably in the zone because Blue Ivy has been in Beyonce things, and I think he misses that friendship or whatever they had, partnership, whatever it is, and I think that he does a lot of things to try to be like Jay-Z and Beyonce.
One thing he ain't going. What one thing that he's not going to be. There's a difference. And I ain't. Even, I don't like to talk about the children and the talent they don't have or have. I ain't gonna talk about the babies because the babies got to get into they got to grow into their own thing now. Some kids are better at some things than other kids. We'll give them that. But we have Blue Ivy, Sister Blue. Sister Blue has gradually come up in the forefront. The little girl, been in the little movie. She dancing on her mama tour. She reading books, doing all of that good stuff. She is still in a kid's position. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's not being too grown or whatever. She's doing kid appropriate things. Northwest, on the other hand, is running out here looking like goth, them little goth folks or whatever they gothic folks or whatever it is, the
Probably more
baggy
now
clothes.
these days, more like emo.
Oh, that's what they call it. Okay, she looking like them. She looking, they had her down at the Lion King, and she was running there prancing around on that stage with very talented people. And she, couldn't really get that. I just can't wait to be a kid. That little thing. Her little dance too. Hey, she was in the play. Did she get that because of who her mom and daddy was? Yes. Was it on talent? Not necessarily, but we got to give the children a chance.
Mhm.
So again, North is not on the level as Blue Ivy. Let's just call a spade a spade. She ain't on that level. She ain't on it. Kanye need to stop trying to make her be on that level. There's two different parenting styles there.
Yeah.
There's two different environments that these kids are in. You see what I'm saying? North is out there.
And why would he
You
even
know,
want, like, apparently the message that he had posted from Kim is like, this is the main reason why I didn't want to make sure that she's not, her name, likeness, and things like that are attached to people like Diddy, because whether people want to believe it or not, her being on a song with him, people can naturally associate one with the other now. And that's not a
oh
good
yeah.
thing. That's not a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing. There's some people that believe that the charges might end up potentially being dropped for him, but it still doesn't change the fact that there's still a stigma around Diddy.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, I think until the day that he is gone to glory, and you think about it, it's even just like it was with Michael Jackson. No matter what it was that Michael Jackson did, people were going to always associate him with the
Bubbles
allegations of being a pedophile.
and Bubbles. Don't forget Bubbles the monkey.
Oh, the monkey. So again, it no matter what his talent was, those things are gonna always be in the background of what Michael Jackson is. And the same is gonna be for Diddy. Is that now he's gonna be associated with having sex parties and beating folks and all of that. That's just the way it is. And so why, and I feel this too because again, and we're not in these circles. We're only just speculating what goes on right now. But you can't tell me Kim and Kanye hadn't been at one of them Diddy Bob parties and they know what was going down.
Yeah.
So why would you put your again? Why would you put your daughter in a situation where she can again be attached to somebody like that, and that's at a young age, and then the daddy is like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna go ahead and release it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that means your daddy doesn't really have your, I would feel that my daddy doesn't have my best interest at heart, because he, and she may get later on down the line in life and be like, and not think nothing of it. But again, the internet is going to be the internet. And just think of what the internet and information is going to be in the next 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And how she's going to be able to access what was going on. And she's going to be like, well, damn, y'all knew he was doing that and you still let me go there as a child? Or you still let me be on this record as a child? No, that's not right. Because at that point, whether it was released or not, and clearly it's been released
Yeah.
because
Well, I
Bozo
think it's
don't put it out
I
there.
think it's kind of pulled ish because I didn't find it under Kanye. I found it under another person. The song.
Hmm. But it ain't like he ain't telling nobody what's going on.
Yeah.
It ain't like he ain't telling people that it's out there. He don't put it out there. What Kanye does is when he gets mad, the first thing he does is run to social media
Hmm.
and tell everything that's going on.
Throw a whole tantrum.
He throws a tantrum, baby, like he is 2 years old in the middle of the grocery store and done hit the floor. And the parent got to pick you up by your shirt. It's stupid, but I digress. Because that's what Kanye, and he ain't got good sense.
Mm-mm. So let's touch on an interesting topic that when I say it's interesting. And I guess I should have verified if any of this is true or not. But even if it's not, who cares? The world that we're living in right now, anything is possible.
That part. That part.
So apparently, someone in the French government, or I don't know, he could just be a person that went to France one time in his life. I don't know, but because the press secretary is around here believing it, so if she gonna believe it, I shouldn't be on the same wavelength as
That little young gal that be down there at that podium down there.
her. So apparently, somebody said that they need to give the Statue of Liberty back because everything that's going on with the current administration is not a good look for what the Statue of Liberty should represent.
Come
Um,
get it.
Good old girl down here, good old lady down here. I ain't gonna be disrespectful and call her girl. The lady down there at the, as the press secretary was like, if it wasn't for us, France wouldn't have had any. They wouldn't even be a country anyway. Basically, um, what's wrong with these people?
You know what? I'm with the French folk. Come on, get this Statue of Liberty, because clearly the people hate can around here. Come on and get it. Take it on back over that way you want to put it at. And clean her up. Let her get some rights and freedoms and encourage some other folks. Because clearly, here in the United States of Americas and the Gulf of America,
The Gulf of Mexico.
we ain't can. We don't care about people's rights and liberties. It ain't liberty and justice for all. Come get it. How do you plan on taking it back? What do you need to take it back?
I just found out there's a Statue of Liberty because I didn't go. I saw it. I saw the Statue of Liberty from the boat or the ferry or whatever. I ain't like I went up close and personal to it. But they was talking about the fact that it has a chain on it because apparently it was supposed to be I guess instead of the torch it's supposed to be in a chain in the hand.
Oh,
And so there is still chains around the foot of it or at the bottom because
hmm.
apparently, and I could be totally wrong, but this is what I heard on TikTok. Don't ask me who I heard it from because I don't remember. But said that that's the only way France said that they would give it, and the United States didn't really want it to be a chain, a visible chain, so that's why it's on the bottom.
Baby, we still in chains. Right now, baby, what's her name? Tasha Cobb, baby, we need to break every chain. Go down there and break them chains down on that statue. Down there, Lady Liberty. Get it, take it back home, because the people don't want it. The people's not, no. Come get it.
But that's the Statue of Liberty is so iconic. I'm just saying.
Eh, Baby, we can put something else right there. At this point, at the rate we going,
Like it's gonna be a Tesla. It's gonna be a Tesla.
baby, 45, 47 already gave the blueprint of what he want to do down there at the Gaza and have his statue down.
His resort.
That we ain't figured out yet how he gonna make that a resort town, but hey, what do we do? We don't know about real estate. So you know what? Come on and get this Statue of Liberty. We can, matter of fact, we'll put an apple right there for New York. We'll just put that right there.
Well, the
We,
press secretary said that the United States is not giving back the Statue of Liberty. So, but the fact that this is even a thing, and the fact that she is saying, and I don't know history like that, so somebody that knows history, correct me if I'm wrong, because I could definitely be wrong. In the words of the old people, don't get me to line.
pick up the Statue of Liberty. She need a vacation. That one, how long she been down there in the New York Harbor? How long she been down there?
Statue of
About 200 years.
Statue of Liberty, because you know I'm gonna Google it.
How long she been down there?
Statue of Liberty has been there since it was dedicated on October 28th, I'm sorry, 1886.
Oh yeah, she need a break. Come on, get her. Take her somewhere new. Get Lady Liberty out of here. Lady Liberty, I guarantee if they take Lady Liberty, baby, some folks gonna be right there on her coattail and going with her. Take her. If we don't appreciate the people say we don't appreciate her. They right. Mm-hmm. Take her. She's 149 years old, according to this website here. That's how old the Statue of Liberty is.
Whoa.
The statue was officially dedicated in its current location on October 28th, 1886. It says she's 137. She's old. It's time for her to take a break.
I just thought that story was way funny. Because I'm like, why are we having arguments over everything? Like, I don't like that for us, the 92%. Just saying, I don't
The
like that.
92% and how much was it for the men? 80%.
I don't.
Let me tell you.
I don't
Truth
like
is, we tired. As Tamala Man said, we tired. Options are few. Where are you, Lord?
it. It says I'm trying to pray, but where
My
are
way
you?
through. Come get, come get her. And then the next, because I think before we get to the last part to shout out, take Statue of Liberty and take Megan Good and that man because they done got married. Take them.
They have allegedly got married yesterday.
Take them. Take them too. We don't. He done finally got. Martin done got his Coretta. All is well in the world.
Someone said they was like, we knew not to trust him when he showed up looking like the 1950s or something like that.
You know what? And I thought before all of that ruckus went down with him, he was halfway decent. He was a good little actor on them
I
shows
didn't.
that I watched.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know who he was for real.
Well, now that we all know who he is, and now that we all about don't like him, you know what? Congratulations to the happy couple. May you have many, many, many years of marital bliss.
Mm. So before I give the shout out, I do want to tell you if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also follow us. It's Facebook. It's Kimberly Mila. On Instagram, it is Real Life is
Real life
Friends.
is friends. Mm-hmm.
And if you have any restaurant suggestions, drink suggestions, clearly if they're going to be gin or either brown, Mila will do it. If it's going to be, the vodka, the rums, the tequilas, I got you. We'll make it on the show. If you have restaurant suggestions, let us know. Email address is reallifeishfriends@gmail.com. And our telephone number is 615-475-8152. So just make sure you drop a link. Also, make sure you're liking our live. So if you haven't already, I see some people have already said they liked our live so far. So go ahead and click it. So of course, I'm a little bit extra, so extra gotta be extra. So I thought about as part of my shout out, it's Women History Month. It's also social worker month. and we just had Black History Month. So I said, let me find somebody that can rock all of those.
Mm.
And I found good old, where is it? Seriously, 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 Kim.
Mm.
Seriously, Kim. I would do it. I thought I took it. Okay, so her name is, bear with me one second. So sorry about that. Because I thought I put it on my phone, but I didn't put it on my phone. I left it on my iPad. So I
Beep,
have to.
beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep,
Whatever.
beep, beep, beep.
No, I have it right now. It was just as simple as me pull it on my iPad. So, and I got this from some website because Lord Jesus knows that me and my
Bless it.
glasses right now, I don't know what that says for real. So, my shout out for this week, episode 16 is going to be Ann Shaw. Basically, for 50 years, she confronted discrimination. She broke barriers for women, particularly African American women. She applied her strength and purpose and people skills to integrate major organizational boards by serving as their first woman and first African American member. And she was a social worker. Um, and like I said, because she's a woman, she was fighting for women's rights. She was also fighting for African American women. And because she's also a social worker, I wanted to give a shout out to the lovely Ann Shaw, which MSW is a master of social work, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
MSW, yes.
Okay. So, yes, so she was also involved in establishing and operating the Women's Job Corps, where she eventually moved from volunteer to professional staff. And she also served as a member of the YWCA National Board, as well as the YWCA National World Service Council. So, I just want to give a shout out to the lovely Ann Shaw, that is a African American woman that fought for our rights and is also
A
a
social
social
worker.
worker. So I tried to go ahead and get all the things together, and I was happy that I was able to find one. It's amazing. Google is a great tool. I'm just telling y'all, it's great. It's wonderful because y'all know I don't know any social workers other than Mila. I'm just saying. I really don't.
Blessed be the fruit.
Yeah,
And she don't know no other Frenchie but Sonny.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'll post him on our. The
but
people need to
anyway,
know who he is.
thank you all so much for tuning in tonight for the Real Life is Friends podcast. This is one of your hosts, Kimberly,
I'm Mila.
and we are Peace Up, A Town. And we
Boop,
don't know
boop,
why we
boop,
do
boop.
that because I don't know why we do that.
I don't know why we do it because we clearly in Tennessee, so we need to do something related to Tennessee because we are hours away from Georgia.
Hmm.
We'll come up with something. Night, night. Hey, Uncle, I didn't get to say hi to you earlier. I'll call you later. Call you tomorrow.